the T.I., Tiny, King Harris, 50 Cent, Beyonce Mama, Solange. They've been this internet. I mean, it's been just absolutely crazy. 50 Cent has done it again. Once again, found his way to create beef with more women. Okay, and this time it's just so happened to be Tiny, which is T.I.'s wife. Him and T.I. was going at it, and he decided to include Tiny in it and posted a picture of Tiny, just basically talking about she got a botched body and, all the stuff that they say about Tiny. And T.I. did not like that. Okay. So it's just been crazy. We tired of 50 Cent. We don't even want to even shed no light on 50 Cent and him and all of the drama because we sure y'all seen it. But in this news and this topic that we do have, it is about T.I. and Tiny, and a question arose to where, how come women don't hold their men down no more, or help build them up or help them get to the next level, like Tiny did Ti. And we got a clip for y'all to watch in regards to that.
A lot of people may not know this, but your wife, Tiny, actually was famous before you. Tiny in the building. Round of applause for Tiny in the building. What up, Tiny? Hey! Stand up for Tiny. Show the queen some love. Stand up for the queen. Did Tiny help you with your career or was instrumental in your beginning stages?
She was instrumental in a lot of the behind the scenes. She'll make sure that I knew what records she felt were hits, which was a great deal of help to me because I make so many records sometimes and I don't really focus on the ones. I might, do a record today, move on, and never go back to it. But she do things like, hey man, that record you had, you need to play that more.
That's one,
Yeah. Yeah, she did that with You Don't Know Me.
You might have seen me in the street, but shout it, you don't know. When you holler, when you speak, remember you don't know.
But we get the point, we get the point. So in other words, he basically saying that she held him down in his early time, or early on in his career, before he got on and before he got the money. And it just seems like nowadays women are not doing that for men. Women don't have the patience, the time, or the energy to put into building a man, or sticking it out with a man until he gets to where he want to be. Why do you think women no longer have the patience to build a man these days?
I think women still do. I think it's still a thing. I just think when you find the right person, when you find the right woman, and who really rock with you, I think the secret is finding the right person, because there's a lot of smoke mirrors out here nowadays. But there's still a lot of women willing to put their man, their man on to game and all of that. You just got to be worth it. You know what I'm saying? You just got to find the right woman. There is, and I love this type of topics because it's something different. You know what I'm saying? Which is the truth. There are still some women that will do that for you. There's still some good women. There's still some good men out there. But it's a lot of BS that clouds the good stuff out there. But I feel like, you find the right person, they're going to put that work into you. But it's a lot of bad stuff is because we live in the social media era, to where a lot of the bad stuff going to be headline material, to where it's like it clouds people's judgment. They be thinking that it's a whole lot of the other stuff going on. But I feel like a lot of women out there, the right women, are still doing that. So, I don't think less women are not doing it. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I do think that a lot of women, you do have your handful of women who are willing to do it, but a lot of women are kind of tired of doing it. And when I say tired of doing it, it's because they've done it for multiple men throughout their lifetime. Tried to build a man, or actually build a man, succeeded with building a man, and that man moved on to something better, or ended up leaving her, or not appreciated, or got to this major level and didn't want to no more. Like for example, Kevin Hart. They say Kevin Hart, he left the woman who built with him and who was broke with him, and plenty of other men who who were in the beginning of their career. They had a woman with them who supported them, who slept on the floor with them, who invested in them, gave them the cars, gave them the money, and pushed them to be this great big star. And these women end up getting left. So I do think that there are women who are still willing to do that. However, there are a lot of women who are tired of doing that, who are tired of building man when that woman is already built. And my question would be, why can't men already be built? Why can't they build themselves? And please don't misconstrue this. There's a difference between building a man and supporting a man, okay? Now, I'm 100% with supporting your man with whatever it is when it's do 10 toes down, standing on business, riding and supporting that man, giving him the tools, giving him, all of the referrals or whatever you can to push him to where he wants to be. I'm totally 100% for supporting your man, but building your man and giving him everything that he needs, and he's starting from nothing, and he don't even have a dream, he don't even have a vision for himself, he's not even working toward even making something happen, he's depending on you to do that. I think that's unacceptable. Why can't men already be built? Why can't men already be established? Because 9 out of 10 times that woman is already established, that woman is already got what she wanted, or she's in a position financially where she want to be. She got the career, she got the good job, she got the car, she got the career. Now she have to build a man, and it's like, us as black women, it's like we kind of tired of that. We're tired of that storyline. We want men who are already built, because there are men out here that are already built. Like, there is some good ass men out here who's already built, who had to get it out the mud and didn't need no help, or didn't ask for no help, or did not look for no help from no woman. They climbed to the top on their own. So if these men can do it, then why these men can't? Why do these men need help and these men didn't? Help from a woman.
Right. So the thing about that is, if a man is already built, if he's already built and he got it from the ground up, his attitude toward meeting a woman gonna be different. It's more like what are you bringing to the table? So the dynamic of the relationship gonna be a little different. So if we go according to the clip, he said he was already making music, she was already established, so he was on his way. So she saw potential, and then they worked together. T.I. was not already, he wasn't the T.I. that we know now, but he was making music. And like he said, he was making a whole bunch of music, but he wasn't going back to the tracks. And she was like, no, you need to concentrate on this one, because she was already in the music business. So they worked together. He was not already the T.I. that we know. So to answer your question, it's just really like, I don't like to paint everybody with the same brush. You got to be careful when we talk about stuff like that. Every situation is different. You can find somebody that has potential, but they just need somebody to support them. I'm not saying as a woman or as a man, you just get with anybody, right, and then, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody who's not equally yoked with you,
right,
ain't gotten half of what you got.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You have to, I can speak from an individual point of view. For me being the man I am right now, the majority of what I know, whatever, it's always been like a woman behind, like, oh, try this. You know what I'm saying? Because women, I feel like when they believe in you, they're gonna be genuine more than guys, because as guys, we're very competitive towards each other. So we have testosterone and we competing toward each other. So a woman, when she down for the cause and she really believe in you and she see potential, she always gonna do the right thing for you. But now when he come to, again, just to respond to some of the things where you like a Kevin Hart or whatever.
Right.
Now,
getting left.
Right. Now, attitudes and values are fluid, meaning they change every year as you grow up. The values that you had when you was in your 30s and what you have in your 40s is different. So now sometimes this season we could be growing together and you saw potential, and now I'm at a certain level. Now I need you to bring you up, or we need to work together. And then now the scales are kind of tipped. Things are different. The values of what you value, because we're supposed to go, to grow together. Yeah. And that kind of lack of really being at the same pace sometimes make people grow apart. That's natural.
Yeah, people do. I see that a lot. I see where a lot of women do support their man. And like you said, in the T.I. and Tiny case, it's like to see that their relationship has went through so many different phases publicly. Even from the beginning, before he became this big success, she had success already, and she extended that to him. And then once he did get on and become this big success, this big rap star, in years down the line, what did he do? He started to, creep off and mess around with other women and, publicly be in other relationships with other women. And, that's just something that she had to endure. And I think
That's a good woman.
Yeah, I think I don't think that makes her a good woman because she's,
well, hold
because
on
she's stuck
now.
around for that type of
No,
shit.
no, hold on now. So that's two topics. That's you touched on something that's very important right there. These is what we call ups and downs of relationship. Now, I'm not condoning that he should have did that. She did whatever she did. Don't nobody know because there's two people in a relationship.
He kicked it off though. He was the initiator when it came to publicly being in other relationships.
So feel this.
After she built him up and after she did all she did for him and brought him and helped him get to this higher level.
So here's what I'm saying. That's your perspective of what happened. He kicked it off. We don't know what happened between these people.
They talked about it.
But what I'm saying is what make him solid to this day is there gonna be mishaps, but she at least, like, again, I don't know what happened between them two people, but the thing is, as a woman, she was able, whatever happened, she was able to be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? We're going to move past this. I'm not going to keep doing the buffoonery. And him as a man, he was like, okay, I'm not going to keep doing this or whatever. And they back together. So it takes really going through the storms. Now, people, you know what I'm saying? Because
Go ahead.
relationships are hard. Now, like I always say, like, it's good and well when relationships are going well. The money is there. Everybody got money. Everything is going well. People going to be solid. But what's going to happen if one of us fall off? Is you going to be faithful if something happen to me? Am I going to be faithful if something happen to you? Or, you're going through something, you out of shape or whatever. So I feel like a lot of people not, this is why I say a lot of people are not built for relationships because they hard work. When y'all meet each other, we all in shape, everything is going good. We look compatible and we doing this, that, and the third. It look good. Well, what's going to happen when the equation change and the scales is tipped? And that, to me, is a good example of people going through the storm together, going through the good and the bad times and having kids, because it's going to happen like that. It just so happened that it happened publicly, and I applaud them even more because their situation been going on publicly. But not a lot of people can handle this privately.
Right, and a lot of people and a lot of women don't. That's why a lot of women don't want to, to build a man or get to that point where they're investing so much into this man, and then this man gets to this higher level, and then end up leaving this woman and cheating on this woman and choosing somebody younger and better and slimmer or lighter, which a lot of black men end up doing anyways. Literally, but however, in T.I. and Tiny case, yes, she endured some infidelities and some things that he done to her, and she decided to stick it out with him. However, she stuck it out with him because guess what? She had to do what she had to do too. She did her own thing on the side. So in those times when she was finding out he was cheating, she was doing her own thing that made her decide like, hey, well, I guess shit, we might as well go ahead. You did what you did. I did what I did. And, I guess we can go ahead and bring it back together, get back together and work it out, So I think in her case, she was more so focused on getting her lick back because that's what she did. She was focused on getting her lick back to show his ass like, nigga, if this is what you're going to be doing, then this is what I'm going to be doing. And he got his act together. He got his act together and changed the way he was moving. And then that allowed them to come back together and have a more blossoming relationship. But I do think a lot of women do not want to get through that phase. A lot of women don't want to be publicly embarrassed after building this man. A lot of women no longer want to be publicly embarrassed, cheated on, beat it on, disrespected. And a lot of men will say, oh, well, the thing about women is y'all worried about the wrong shit. A woman worried about you cheating and going out sleeping around with other women is not the wrong shit to be worried about, because guess what? That's her worrying about her health. That's her worrying about her body, STDs, other families. That's her worrying about herself as well. So if you're out cheating and messing around with other women, that woman that you're with have all right to be worried about that and concerned about that, because guess what? you have to bring all of that back to her. So that's just my take on it. I don't blame women for not wanting to build men no more. But don't get it mistaken, supporting him 100%. I get that. Definitely support your man, but I can totally understand why women no longer want to build a man from here to here.
See, here's the thing about that. It's like even when you have a child, right, and you want the best for him, you can't put caps on that. You can't have a ceiling on how you want your man to grow. You can't be like, okay, I want you to be successful to get, but you got to get to a point where it's like, okay, now you're getting disrespectful. Now you this. You got to support somebody 100%. And I feel like the issue that I have with what you said is the get back part of it.
Yeah,
because
she
it's
did what she
like
had to do.
but that's the thing. You can't ask for a successful man and he have all these qualities and then just expect everything to be all gravy. It's the same thing where you can't ask for a very successful woman. She's beautiful and everything is going on for her and not expect to have any setbacks when it comes to that, right? Because at the end of the day, I think what we fail to realize is women and men is different. And I'm not trying to say as a man you should cheat on your woman and do all of this kind of stuff, but that's what's gonna happen when somebody go up. So you as a woman, if you do decide to take that route, like I'm gonna support my man and I'm gonna make sure he the biggest thing, the best of what he do, you should be able to know that there gonna be some repercussions that come with that. Not because with everything, it can't be just all good.
Like cheating and disrespect.
I don't know about disrespect.
Disrespect, because cheating is disrespect.
But that's a possibility. You have to, and that you got to be honest. You dealing with a dude, and he gonna be successful, and he gonna be a superstar. That's what's gonna come with it. You have to know, because history tells us when you look at a lot of the successful men or what, you have to be able to be like, okay, there's a possibility that he going this route. He want to be a musician. He want to be an athlete. There's a possibility that he may cheat on me. But I love this man so much that if that happened, I'm going to deal with whatever.
Hell. Damn.
That's the difference.
And I think that's what I think that's the problem. I think that's what create more women who do not want to invest that into a man, who do not want to build a man. I shouldn't have to help a man get to where I'm at.
I'm gonna say one thing. So here's the thing: I'm sorry, it's a dichotomy to that. So if you become that woman, it's like I tell my sons all the time, like, you can't be a man and be afraid of losing and be afraid of loss and be afraid of being hurt. As a man, you have to provide and you have to do the right things. But whatever happened, whatever come with that, that's what come with it. As a woman, you're going to be shortchanging yourself if every time you come across a man with potential and you think, oh, damn, if I do this, he may cheat on me, so I'm not even going to do that. It become you shortchanging yourself to where it's not even helping, because whatever situation you're going to get into, there's going to be some type of kickback. That's what life go. It's good things and bad things that come with any situation, even if somebody be in the church and they not even, that's something that you got to take on the chin.
See, I don't even think it's more so of, oh, he gonna cheat on me, and shortchanging yourself in a situation where, oh, well, he's gonna cheat on me, so let me not do X, Y, Z. I think it's more so of, okay, well, he cheats on me, cool. He's gonna do it again. Cool, he's gonna do it again. How many times am I gonna have to accept him cheating on me, disrespecting me, and hurting me before I have to get the reward at the end, which is a man who I can live happily ever after with? The one time, I think with most women, the one time is okay. It's the habit they make of it, and then after making the habit of it, then they eventually leave you for some time for something better, or something they think is better, or something younger, So you didn't invested all of this love, support, money, and everything that was required to get this man to where he wanted to be. And once he got there, he decided that you was not what he needed no more.
I'll give you another example. Every day we see it, but we see it on the internet in our communities every day. You get a dude broke, ain't got nothing. He ain't got a job. He's still gonna do the same thing. Now the dude that you done You know what I'm saying? Help. So which is better? So is you as a woman, because I'm putting it to you now, it's like you as your woman, would you rather get with somebody who like, you know, who don't got nothing going on for himself, and you kind of strolling life in a relationship with him, he's still gonna cheat on you because still he a man, he's still gonna, you supporting him damn near, and he's still gonna cheat on you. Is it gonna be the same perspective? So you'd rather get with a man, not put no effort, and he cheats on you. You'd rather deal with that than get with a dude who got potential. You help him out, and he cheat on you, and y'all work it out like the tiny situation. Which is better when you put that on the scale?
I'd rather deal with a man. If he gonna cheat, I'd rather prefer to deal with a man that I'm not in love with and I don't really like that, and then I can deal with him cheating. So this have to be some sort of transactional situation where, hey, you know, you support me, I'm supporting you. You cheat all you want because I don't really like you like that, and it really ain't gonna matter if you cheat because you're damn sure ugly as hell.
But backtrack a little bit.
You're ugly.
But backtrack a little bit. We talking about, so even you getting in a situation where you dealing with a dude where like, he ugly, well, you can cheat on me anyway, and I'm gonna be okay with it. Why get in a relationship with somebody that you already feel like that in the first place? Because
versus, okay, you in a relationship with somebody you love, and somebody you love, you giving all this emotion and it's feeling too, and they end up cheating on you, you know, you're gonna be hurt.
Love gonna hurt.
You're gonna be hurt behind that shit.
Love hurt.
Versus you getting with an older man who you knew you wasn't in love with, but this man takes care of you. He ugly than a motherfucker.
You wasn't in love with him.
I wasn't in love with him.
He take care of you.
He taking care. I wasn't in love with him. He ain't the most cutest. And, you know, but what we got going on is benefiting to both of us. You know,
he you think that's not going to go wrong?
He providing for me. I'm providing for him. And he wants to go off and cheat, then so be it. You know, so be it. Because the emotion ain't there. I'm not emotionally attached to this man.
You don't think this man that you don't love, you think he ugly, but he provide for you?
Yeah.
You don't think he don't know that it's a goddamn exchange?
Most of the men out here that's currently going on now with a lot of you niggas out here, and they don't know. A lot of men don't know. A lot of men don't. A lot of women are real tricky little creatures, okay? They can convince you and make you think that you are in love. You are madly in love with this ugly ass man.
Do you realize that these is two different subjects, right? Because the thing that you're talking about is like, I understand what you're talking about, but to the ones that know, because the thing is, the table's gonna flip if you dealing with somebody that do know. Anyway, let's go to the comment section.
Right. So let's see what they say in the comments, because I don't know about you, Mayan, or most of the men out here, but I don't want to deal with a man that's cheating. I don't want to deal with you cheating, especially if we're in love. So, okay, let's see what the comments say. It says relationships are very hard. If you are not willing to work for it, then don't do it at all. Gems, okay, gems. As women, you should pour into your man, and a man should do the same. If he cheats, that's on him. Yes, and most of them do enjoy cheating. They enjoy cheating. That is the best thing. These women be hoes. Hey, these niggas be hoes, okay? These niggas be hoes. They be cheating more than the women do, okay? In all honesty, I don't know if a man can completely be faithful. It's not in their DNA. That's not true. Men are hunters by nature. I am not saying it is right. It's just what it is. What it is. That's not true. There are some men who can be faithful. It's very few. There are some women that can be faithful. There's plenty of women that can be faithful. You got more women that can be faithful than men. But there's some men who are faithful, who could be faithful. I know a lot of women. I've met a lot, not my own, but I've met a lot of faithful men in my life who was faithful to their wives. I really do. It's a lot of faithful men out here who do not cheat. So that being in their DNA and them being natural hunters, I don't believe in that, because how do you explain a good man who don't cheat? What happened to his DNA? His shit flawed? I don't think so. Let's see. Hey y'all. Hey Apri.
Hey, what up,
if
Apri?
he's gonna cheat, I can remain single. That's what I'm saying. So what's the point? You know, what's the point? And ain't nobody trying to deal with that. If a woman gets her get back, she for the streets.
Yo,
Hey man, that shit
straight
work.
up.
Hey, shout out to Tiny man. That shit worked with Tiny man.
How you know?
Because it worked. That's how they got back together. That shit was public. He went public with a young girl. He actually was messing around with one of her assistants. Then he went public with Bernice Burgos, one of the finest MILFs on the internet, and he had her, okay? And ain't many men could say they had her. T.I. had Bernice, okay? And it was a very public relationship. And guess what Tiny did? Tiny went her ass over there with Floyd. Got that get back, okay? And guess what? When Tiny was caught with Floyd, when the internet seen that Tiny was with Floyd, guess what T.I. did? He dropped that bitch and went to go get his damn wife back, okay? Because he realized that his wife, she playing the game. She playing the game the right way. Okay, she ain't for the streets.
it's
She
not
played
a
the game.
game, no
it was. I mean,
perfection.
apparently it was. It got her man back. Shit.
We
If
ain't
she
know
would've-
that's how. We ain't
if
even
she-
know that's how that got down.
That's how it went. That was a very public situation. And that's what I'm saying. That woman wasn't wrong. I respect Tiny because even though she knew that this was going to be her husband forever and she knew she was going to invest in him and she knew that this was going to be the man for her and she put all this work into it, she knew she wasn't going to leave him. So guess what she had to do? Whatever she had to do to get his ass back. And if she know her man good enough, she knew that her being with another man publicly was going to get him to act right, then you got to do what you got to do.
Hey, man.
'Cause that's what it took.
I say this to people watching, right? First of all, celebrities and all these people that on social media and all these famous people, they're not no role models for you to look at. They're not no role models for y'all to look at and try to model y'all relationship on that. Look at your uncle. Look at the people around you, your neighbor, somebody at the church, somebody at the school who has a cool relationship that is work. Have a conversation with them, and then you're going to get it real, and you're going to get the real on that. We see these people on social media, and they doing this. We don't know she with Floyd. We don't know he doing
We
this and he
seen
doing
it.
that. But
everybody know. You probably ain't shit because you ain't into social media like that. But that was a very public situation, and I'm speaking on it because I know. It ain't me idolizing no damn celebrity relationship because I give two fucks about the relationship. I'm just saying the message behind it, ladies. Okay, if it takes for you to be with a bigger nigger, a richer nigger, and give him a taste of his own medicine to get your man back, then it's okay for you to do that. If you gotta do what it takes to get your man back, bitch. And even if that means going to be with a richer nigga, a better nigga, a more better whatever, a more even if it takes for you to go be with a more known nigga, and so that your nigga can find out about what you doing to
Right.
get your man back. What y'all can agree is do whatever it takes. The man already said do whatever it takes to get your man back. So if it takes for me to go mess with somebody with a lot more money to get my man back, then guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to get my get back. So all get back ain't bad get back, okay? Some get back is good get back, okay? So please don't ever mistake it. If you have to be real, some get back is good get back. She got a man back after that, okay? So let's get back in the comments. Many men can say they had Bernice Burgos. No, they can't. They really can't. Y'all gotta look into that. She ain't been out here.
How you know?
Because it's social media. You can
Social media not real.
It's
right?
not real, but you can follow it. Ain't no man. Even when she came out and said a lot of men can't say they had me. It's only one dude that said that they was with me, and it was true. There no other dudes come back like, oh, I had the bitch. No, she stood 10 toes on that. So I mean, I'm just speaking based off what I seen. You know, I don't know for sure because I don't know these people personally, but she said that she wasn't moving like that. And a lot of niggas agree. Shit. We ain't hear her about being with no other nigga but with T.I. Hell, I might
Shit,
have.
she was with me.
I might have her and not known it. You ain't had her. T.I. didn't act right. He just got back with her and made her do threesomes. Who, his wife? Yeah. T.I. made him do threesomes with his wife. Yeah. What's good, Wanda? What's good, Daddy Tammy Vince? Yes, that's
Who
my
that
cousin.
is?
That's
Who
my
that
cousin,
is?
y'all.
Up in the
Shout out
comment
to my
section.
people in the comments. She go by perfection on here. Yes, yes, she's perfection, y'all. Y'all already know what to do. Call in, okay? If y'all got subscribe as
too.
well. But if y'all got something on y'all chest, y'all want to give out.
What's the phone number?
If y'all got something, before I get them the phone number, matter of fact, it's right here. Look on the bottom of the screen.
Oh, yeah, right.
If y'all got something on y'all chest that y'all need to give off, y'all give us a call. Call in this number on the bottom of the screen right here, okay? Call in that number and let us know what's been bothering y'all. Let us know. Let us know what's
Cause she
been.
be talking.
Let us
Y'all know
what's
she
been-
be talking and
Let
talking
us
and
know
talking. And
what's
sometimes it don't be making no sense. Y'all know that.
It don't matter. It's true, okay? Let us know
truth.
what's been bothering y'all. Get it off y'all chest, okay? Let us in y'all business a little bit, okay? And we done with that topic now. I got a question for you, Mayan, before we completely get over that topic, because that shit, we can go back and forth for hours and hours on that topic, and we ain't got much
No, we
time
can't.
left.
Right.
So my question to you is, what is the cause? What causes men to be more irresponsible than women?